Wait.
Oh, wait.
Welcome back to Imagiknowledge. We're here. This is John, right?
How's it going? I'm John.
I am Alexis. And today, what do we talk about, John? Because I completely fucking forgot.
Bro, we talked about Lucifer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we talk about Freewill and Lucifer. Okay.
Freewill, Lucifer, and then preferences. Are you allowed to? Do you know your preferences?
Do you get to
shit?
decide your preferences?
Yeah. Do you get to decide your preferences? Yeah. You know
what else
do
we talk about? At the end, what else did we say?
A lot of shit,
damn it,
and just personal thoughts at the end. There's a lot of shit. I don't really remember much.
Isn't
after
that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
We talked about a good amount of shit, though.
All right. Where you want to watch it, you can just watch it.
Fuck yeah.
Well, we talked about that Freewill, Lucifer. What else did you say? I forgot.
Preferences.
Lucifer, if you can decide your preferences, like if there's decisions beside your preferences, or you just have preferences.
And then we talked a little bit about black holes, a little bit about parallel universes. We touched on that a little bit too.
We also talked about black holes.
Yeah, and then we talked a little bit about God with some personal thoughts mixed in there too. So like random thoughts thrown in there. You'll have to watch the figure.
Yeah, because I low-key forgot half the stuff we talked about.
Shit, bro.
It is what it is, though.
There's hella shit, and then there's also some shit.
And this is a long-ass intro already.
Deuces.
So peace out, guys.
All right. Things and hella like, oh, you have to do this way and this way based off the Bible and shit. And you know, it's like the Bible's a good guideline, but they're making it like if it's not in the Bible, it's not real kind of fucking thing, you know?
Yes.
So I'm like, that's where I kind of, it's not where, I don't disagree, but I kind of draw the line between, like, there's got to be more to it than that. The Bible can't be just one all.
That's not
everything is concrete, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to study everything. It's insane.
Psst. Do a psst.
Pissed, my guy.
Alright, cool.
Pissed, my guy.
We just talking to random shit.
Yeah. Are we just gonna fuck it? Literally?
No, the thing that I did see, I was watching the guys, the hypothetical nonsense, and the way they do it is they just talk, and then at the end they're like, "Hey guys, welcome back to Imagiknowledge. Today we talked about boom, 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 boom," because we already know what we talked about. At the end, you know? So you could literally create the intro at the end.
That's funny.
Which is hilarious.
That is funny. Then you could cut it and then
put it at the front.
Put an intro.
I was like, no shit.
That's pretty fucking good, man. You never know what to struggle about. It's like, hey, what
if you don't know what you're gonna talk about, you might as well do it that way, you know.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
I was like,
but yeah, that topic's pretty interesting. Why is okay? So what got me wondering is there's a. I don't know if you told me this, but there's a fucking TikTok video, YouTube video of a little girl who used to pray to God every night and also prayed for Lucifer. He's like, I pray for mom, pray for dad, pray for everybody, but also pray for Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? And it ended up that the little girl died.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the little girl died, and the mom was like, you know, fucking tripping and shit. And at the funeral, there was a man, you know.
Lucifer.
Fucking trippy guy in a suit and approached the mother allegedly. I'm butchering this, but it's alleged. Right. And approaches her and is just like, hey, I'll pay for everything, you know, like all expenses paid. Yeah, pretty much. Don't worry about it. And he signed everything evidently, like all the things that he signed. You know what I'm saying? So that's an actual thing. Feel free to look that up. I obviously butchered the shit out of it, but the video itself is on the internet, and there are these two guys who explain it, and it's actually interesting. I want to know how concrete that story is, but if it was true, that actually got me wondering. It's like, one, that sucks because I don't want to be a Fairweather fan and just hop on. Just because this little girl died and this happened, now Lucifer's a cool guy. It's like, no, I don't believe in that. I honestly, genuinely thought it's like, why? Okay, so why is it such a misconception? Commonly known, you know, Satan, the devil, all this, you know, horrible shit is correlated to Lucifer when actually he's, you know, not such a fucked up individual. I mean, it's not that he's not fucked up, but it's not how everybody thinks he is. So that's one thing.
But then for me, when I'm talking about it, it's like, I'm like, do you actually have a solid, like, anything? If I bring up Satan, I'm telling you he's good.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, no, this is why?
Only, yes, for like cursed spirits, demons, and all that shit. Demonic entities. How do you explain demonic entities? How do you explain malevolence? How do you explain...
I'm like, those are not real. Malevolence, sure is real. That's a thing.
You know what I'm saying? You know? Evil intentions.
That's just people choosing to be evil. It has nothing to do with
what I'm saying? So,
but then it depends how you're talking about, like Satan, the spirit, Satan, like the spirit of the thing that takes over you, that tells you do the bad thing and you do the bad thing.
Right. That's the negative whisper.
If that's Satan, then Satan's real. That's the thing, you know.
Right.
But you can just say it as
Satan
the function.
and Lucifer are two different fucking people, is what we're saying.
Well, technically.
Okay.
Sorry to be that technical, dude.
Right. I want to snap this misconception in the fucking head because there's a common misconception with that.
Lucifer turns to Satan in hell.
Whoa, hold on. So he turns into Satan, or he turns to? Like what do you mean?
Into. Like he becomes that aspect of, because he's the Punisher.
Right.
In hell.
For all the corrupt souls, like who broke the shit,
souls,
the fucking murderers, the truly corrupt.
Yeah.
There are very, I love this quote from Boondock Saints, not to go off. There are varying degrees of filth. We push you less. There are varying forms of evil, but we press you lesser forms of filth, not to cross into the bounds into true corruption, into our domain, where we will now come and seek you out and fucking find you and kill you. Boondock Saints is amazing. So it's like, there's varying degrees of evil, which I thought was like trippy. So that must mean it's like there are liars, cheaters, people who lust over shit. And then there's the murderers, the twisted fucks, the fucking, the truly like ill of heart, with the worst intentions, who have been done so wrong or just choose to do wrong, or they're just corrupt or something,
Yeah.
That's crazy. So that would be the ones that he's in charge of disciplining, correct? Yes. Or is he just in charge of kind of all thing? That's speculation.
Right. But like, speculation. So I'm like, let's make it make sense, right? Basically, we know that God is the guy. He's the father of all the angels, entities, whatever you want to call them. He first created the universe, and he was necessarily all powerful, all knowing entity. And then he created the free will aspect through Satan. So he created himself, as an angel in his own image, technically, with the aspect of free will, And then he got to be like, hey, I'm basically you with free will. Yeah. So then Satan gets to be like, I could create what you created, but better, And then he tries. And then he makes like a world with free will. But then, through that aspect of you get to do what you want, you get to make really bad decisions and really good decisions because it's on your own behalf. So then somebody has to put the bad people in check. And then Satan or Lucifer has to take the role of that position, because he created that aspect within that universe.
Yeah, he's now responsible for that.
Yeah,
right.
Responsibility. Yeah, so he's like, technically, it's all my fault, but it's good enough in both ways, like he'll, in a way you could say that good outweighs the bad, because there's people that are really good, really good, like
their
legit
faith
good.
Is unwavering, bro.
Yeah, like the Buddhas and the Jesuses, those are those people, but then there's people that are really bad, yeah, so then you get both sides, But then, if you want to talk about
you can go deeper into that.
Yeah, you're talking about just a mythical creature, Lucifer, because that's what it is.
Right.
It's not like a guy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a mythical thing, like it's a story.
Yeah. So
then you have to be like, if you really want to figure out what's going on, you just ask who made up the story.
Or read the Bible. Right? Wouldn't you interpret, read the Bible and just
reading
interpret that shit?
the Bible is going to lead you to, it's going to tell you that about Lucifer, But you already know what Lucifer did. He tried to do better than God because he thought he could. And he fucked up. And God was like, well, hell it is.
Right.
You know what happened in the Bible. I think that's in the Bible.
I'm pretty certain it is. The Bible's a big fucking book,
But then, like, if you're like, this is not a literal thing, and you're out of that little imaginary world, because there's those people that are like, take the Bible by the word,
Yeah, exactly.
Like Jesus walked on the water, and he literally turned water into wine. Like, literally.
Miracle.
Magic.
He did it, And
stuff like that. So if you take it by word, then it's a lot of stuff.
So too literal.
Not going to make sense to you.
If you take it too literal.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So half the stuff you're reading a fiction book and trying to take it as a nonfiction.
Okay.
And good luck, But you gotta understand that they're telling you something. They're trying to get something across.
Right.
So like within each story, there's something there.
Yeah.
So like for example, when they bring up heaven and hell, they didn't have to bring it unless it's for a specific reason. You know, because if you write a story, there's a purpose to the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
There's not like, oh, it just sounded cool. Like if you're doing that as a full like fiction book and there's nothing to teach you, it's just entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
But the Bible is not that. It's a wisdom book. It's trying to tell you something. Yeah. So each story was told to you specifically with the intent to get something across. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. So there's a particular way to read it to get those concepts across, you know?
Right.
But you
gotta flip through that shit, study it, highlight it.
Like, it be capable of updating a passage that's so old and move it to this,
to paraphrase it into more modern times.
Yes, you have to, like, put it.
Gotcha.
And then you're like, that's what they mean.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of metaphors and stuff that work.
True, but you also have to know it so you don't translate it improperly too. That's why you gotta be intimate with that.
And then
shit,
that's another problem, you know.
And some translation things get lost.
Yeah,
it's like, fuck,
but like you gotta work with what you got. If you only know English, you gotta rely on whatever somebody told you that this is what the Bible said.
Of course,
it is what it is at that point. You know? Yeah. But the stories, they have those concepts in there.
For sure.
Like hell and heaven. Like, just to tell you, if you do good stuff, you go to heaven. If you do bad stuff, you go to hell. Yeah. And that's because they didn't trust humans in general, just like you shouldn't trust humans in general. You know? Yeah. Like, if they have the ability to take advantage, most will take advantage.
Of course.
That's just how it is.
I did. You know? Yeah, but they teach you to, like, not. And like, pretty much show grace. Because that, you know, when you take advantage, the cost is from somebody else, you know. That's why you take advantage of something. If you take advantage, somebody's got to pay that other cost. So it's like...
Right. And that's why they made the concepts of hell and heaven. So that you were disturbed. Like, you really didn't feel like doing that, because then if you do it, you go to hell.
That creates opportunists, and that's not really, like, what they're professing. It's just like, you know, you don't really want to be doing shit all the time that only suits you. You want to do shit and think of everybody, you know, common kind of courtesy.
At one point, yeah. But so at the beginning, you just gotta make him not do bad stuff.
Right.
Or at least be scared of doing bad stuff.
Right, I got you. Gotta instill the fear of, like, hey, bro, if you fuck up, spikes and flames and all kinds of shit, you know what I'm saying? At least
that gets it in their head that they shouldn't do it. Shit! Because that's all you're trying to say.
Exactly.
All you're trying to get across is that don't do bad stuff, because bad stuff happens to you. Yeah. And you're just trying to get that point across.
Yeah, don't drop the salt. And if you do spill the salt, throw that shit over your shoulder.
Like, that's just not...
Superstition. See what I did there? Fucking up.
But stuff like that, you know? But then it depends how you take it. If you're taking it actually for real, you could say and stuff like that and not believe what you're saying, like the salt stuff, and do it and just like, I'm just doing it for shits and giggles type shit. But if you're doing it like for real,
yeah, like
that's a type of OCD.
Yeah.
Like,
I get it.
It's just an OCD thing. Like, you have to do this for that thought to get the fuck out of your head.
I stopped doing it. No, I'm capable of just like, nah, it's fucking salt.
Because it will trigger you.
Like, it's fucking salt.
Because you're like, if I don't do, some people are legit, if they don't do it, they start freaking out.
That's really?
They're like, I have to do it.
Like,
I have to
bro,
do it.
Like, tomorrow I'm gonna go back, just throw that salt over my shoulder,
bro. Type shit.
Well, I guess I do that, but like about fucking shit that's not important. But only if I fuck up bad enough, you know? Like shit that truly bothers me.
That's like a low OCD, right?
Very cool. Very cool. So yeah, Satan is interesting. What a fucking guy.
Yeah. But then all those stories, you have to think somebody wrote them for a specific reason.
Yeah. So that's
all of that old stuff that you read. Somebody wrote that intended for you to think something about it.
Yeah, because Tate was saying that too in the George Jenko podcast. He's like, bro, you gotta fucking. It's not something that's told to you in a fucking linear point. Like, you gotta reflect on it. You gotta study it. You know, you gotta fucking ask on it. You gotta meditate on it, pray on it, ask other people, figure it out. And he said, like, read it again. It's like, yo. If you did that with everything, obviously you would be, you know,
you'll get smart.
Top tier shit. You're gonna get smart. But if like, is the Bible really worth doing that for? Absolutely. Like, couldn't hurt.
Does you want to understand this concept of God?
Not really.
It depends on what you see religion for, like the Bible.
Yeah.
Like, because there's sacred books on all religions. You know.
Yeah, like the Quran. The Quran, Torah, I think. Is it the Torah?
Yeah. There's the Indian one. I forget what it's called. The Vahavitas.
Yeah, is that I've heard Vaha virus or some shit like that or something like that.
The Vedas.
Yeah.
It's Vedas.
Yeah.
That is like
that's hard.
Indian. Yeah. That's another one. All those books have concepts they're trying to get across.
Right.
And there's most of the concepts are like unity.
Just leads to deeper understanding, really. It's kind of really what I want.
It's understanding,
yeah.
It's self-awareness.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like the spiral dynamics. They're at the top and they're like, hey guys, we could all be up here at one point. Mm-hmm. You know, but they're like, there's only so many people you get through a generation. And
that's a lot you'd have to read too, bro. Because how long do you think it'll take if you studied the Bible right now? Once you're done, boom, how long do you think it'll take for you to study the Quran? Well, don't you have to translate?
No, they're more than likely already translated.
Okay. So then you'd have to study that too.
That's a lot of reading, though.
That's a lot of reading and a lot of stuff.
I'd rather just like understand concepts within each religion and be like, this is what they're trying to say. Because religion, it has a particular aspect to it. It's mainly like faith or like understanding.
Mind, body, and soul.
Type situation.
Type shit. Because the chakra is the alignment of the fucking senses, I think. The inner senses, like all that shit.
The chakras is like the spiral dynamic stuff. Yeah. Levels of awareness.
Amazing.
Yeah. Because it starts at the root chakra, and just basic impulses, and then it goes to like intuitive feelings, and then it goes.
So what was it? Fear, I think was the first one. Then it was like
survival. The red one literally is the survival root chakra.
Yeah, it's blocked by fear or some shit.
Like,
Yeah, I think when you listen to fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender, when the master is teaching Aang to fucking go through it, that you should live by that shit, bro. Like this deals with this, and it's blocked by this, and it's like, damn, bro, you just look at that and solve that shit yourself. Right. He's literally giving you the polar opposite and how to neutralize what you're lacking or what you're suffering. So I'm like, that's fucking cool. I don't know about the onion powder, the banana and onion juice thing.
Banana onion juice, yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but that sounds rad.
I'm going down.
But at least one point in my life, bucket list that shit, along with travel, just spiritual awareness. It's not I guess spiritual awakening, but just like becoming more aware, understanding yourself, understanding you're getting deeper connection with your mind, body, and soul. It's pretty interesting.
Yep, it's doable.
And how do you learn these things without learning, how a little bit about God, a little bit about, Satan, a little bit about Buddha,
it's clarity, that's the thing. It's clarity, man.
Clarity is what you seek. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a bunch of obstacles, but that was interesting.
How does clarity come? Now we almost there with the clarity.
Ooh, clarity.
How does clarity come?
I feel like it's a combination of things, really.
It is a combination. Right now, I'm thinking a combination of two main things.
Well, reading between the lines, like having mental barriers or mental, like you can use discernment or like detect or fucking use something, analyze something to like read between the lines. It's like you don't take it at face value. You're a little bit skeptical, but you're also willing to be open-minded about it, see if it possibly might be real. So you kind of read between the lines a little bit. Yeah, analyze, reflect. They call it attack the text. When I was
attack the text.
Yeah, just attack that shit. We're
about to attack the text, guys. Hell yeah!
I remember doing that shit because you'd have to read, reread, paraphrase, fucking. Minute or like kind of reflect on what the fuck it talked about and shit. And it was interesting. Attack that shit. So,
yeah, I think clarity is mainly gained. When you have the when we were talking about the map concept.
Yeah.
Where you have knowledge and this is making this map of your life. Of the world that you're living in. So when you gather this knowledge, you gain this information that allows you to see stuff,
Right.
And now you can walk through life and kind of see what the hell like other people have done that kind of work for them, so you can kind of walk it with caution and actually get some efficiently, Right. So it basically will be the map that you kind of made because of the information you absorbed, plus you taking action on those things and seeing where those two meet. Mm-hmm. That's the clarity, because then you have knowledge and you have the experience to be like, yes, that's true. That is actually what happened,
Okay.
Because understanding truly will only come all the way when you experience the the aspect that allows you to get it there. You know, you can't just know something and never experience it and think you can understand it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, because there's even like, they're like, a blind person would never know what it's like to see.
Yeah,
they just wouldn't. Like, if they were blind from the beginning, like, they just couldn't like perceive nothing.
Yeah, if you asked a blind person what the colors look like,
right,
they couldn't tell you.
But the crazy thing is, they could understand the way the optical nerves and all that stuff works because they could understand neuroscience. Isn't that crazy? So they can understand how the eyes work, but they could never see.
Well, that's fucked.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's fucked actually.
Yeah. So
like, that's kind of fucked.
And that's like a little limitation that could, like, you could encounter at one point.
Yeah, for now, I guess, at least until what, Neuralink goes active.
No, well, it depends on the people. Like, is it a lack of eyes? Some people are born with no eyes. Oh, is it the fact that the nerves on the eyes don't function properly? Then maybe it'll have to be the optical nerve that has to be fixed at the back of the eye. Yeah. And I don't think they can do that with Neuralink yet.
No, maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Limitations.
But that limitation of being blind, but getting to understand how the nerves, how we see as humans. Imagine that. That's like you have the knowledge, but you don't get to ever walk the map. You know, you have this map of like this knowledge that created this whole, like, ooh, I could see with this concept. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you never get to actually use it.
It's like having a map but not having any legs to walk. To
go anywhere. It's that's what's going on, and you gotta for it to become clarity, you have to have both. You know, because
you can never really know. Yeah,
because imagine if you think you, as a blind person that never saw, you could truly understand what it's like to see things. We can barely put it into words. Yeah. You imagine them trying to just think about how it could be.
Yeah, exactly.
Impossible, bro.
It's like, oh, bro, that's green. It's like, bro, I don't know what the fuck colors
like,
are.
What?
Like, oh, shit.
Those concepts are so lost. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to understand that those things can happen to you. You have things that are you that are part of the thing that you're supposed to utilize. Right. And stuff that you're like, but I want to do this other thing. And you're like, no, but this is, you do this. You don't do this. You know what I'm saying? It's like a monkey that wants to be a fish.
Right, you can't fucking
like you can't just become a fish, bro.
Can't like, even breathe underwater. Go swim.
You're never gonna fish better than the fish. You know, you gotta be the monkey that does better than the monkey. Right. You know, and that happens in people's heads.
It's like a fish can't drive a car, bro. It's like what?
at that point, you know.
Right. That's fucking rad.
But that mainly would come like when you're stuck like that. You're basically trying to figure out what you can do. But then, like the other day, I was talking to my brother, and I was like, do you get to decide what you like?
Do you get to decide what now?
What you like.
I mean, I guess, isn't what you like kind of like a chemical reaction in the brain? It's like a, I was listening to the amygdala shit from Emerald. That shit's cool. Yeah. So it's like fire alarms. Nobody really likes them, but you know.
It's caution almost. Yeah. It's almost basically that aspect of caution.
Yeah. So, I mean, but going back to what you said, do you know, like, are you certain about what you like? I guess whatever appeases the senses.
Do you decide? Do you get to decide that you like something? You know, because we were talking about free will. Me and my brother were talking about free will with my other friend, and they were like,
I'm gonna say yes because that's cool. I like that. You know what I'm saying? We do that all the time.
Right, but hold on. Let me see. But do you get to decide that? Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Because your senses observe something, they find it pleasing. Oh, that's cool. Like with a song, I decide I like a song because I hear it and it's pleasing to the ear. You know, or like the other day with that other song where it fucked with me because the first verse or the first couple like 30 seconds I didn't like the song, but then more towards the middle I'm like, oh shit, this is actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So I decided I didn't like it at first, but then I did like it. So I guess you do have the power to decide that. So how are you? What's your counter? I guess.
Okay,
what's your counter?
Mine is too much. This right now. Hold on, I need to find the. That's funny. I have to make all decisions to get the.
So yeah, Enlighten me, sir.
No, like, let's say, like, for the examples. I'll give you examples so you can get what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Like, let's say you try vanilla ice cream, you know?
Right.
Did you get to decide that you're gonna not like it or like it at any point? Or did you just eat the ice cream and your brain said, this is fire?
Okay,
or did you decide? Or did you decide that this is going to be fire, therefore it's fire?
Okay.
Or did it happen?
There's a couple of things. One, in the sense of vanilla ice cream, it's ice cream. Everybody loves ice cream. So no matter what, you know what it is already, right? So you make a pre-assumption on that you're going to like it already, kind of. So what were you going to say?
But even if there was nobody even if you didn't know what ice cream was.
Okay.
And there was an alien that gave the first ice cream bucket to you. You're the first human to ever try it.
Okay.
And you went.
Yeah.
You would love that ice cream whether you like it or not.
Right.
Like, it's just a thing.
Okay.
You know? Like, you don't get to decide, I'm not going to like this ice cream. No, you're going to put that ice cream in your fucking mouth and you're going to like it. It's not up to you. You know what I'm saying? I
mean, I guess.
You know, but do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm gonna be very real, because generally,
I'm talking about free will itself. Because if you have free will, you get to decide what you like or not.
So even though you found it pleasant and you choose to not like it,
if you're saying
that's not possible, right?
How can you find it pleasant and not like it? You can.
That's what I'm saying. You either like it because you find it pleasant. I'm sorry, what were you gonna say?
You can you can not like that you liked it. I get that part.
Right.
But you can't tell me you don't like it. Because you do. We all do.
That's what I'm saying. So
everybody does.
So I think you're proving my point.
Right. So you have no choice.
Okay.
You have to like it. As a human being, you get no decision.
Oh, so that's what you mean. You can't decide against it.
There's
you just
no decision.
like it already.
There's no decision.
Okay, that makes sense. Well,
like, tell me something you like. Anything.
Music.
Did you see the music you like?
Yeah, it varies.
Did you decide to like that music, or did you just like it?
Bro, I literally just spoke about this. The song I decided at first that I didn't like it, but
you
then
didn't decide.
But
you
then
didn't
I changed
decide
my
it.
mind.
No, you didn't decide you didn't like it. You just didn't like it.
I just didn't like. Yeah, okay. So I didn't
like it.
There was
no decision.
Right.
You just didn't.
But then I found it more pleasing towards the middle. So I was like, okay, so it's not that bad. So I guess I made a decision
just liked it.
Right.
There was no decision. Still. You know, zero decisions.
Interesting.
Because
I didn't. Okay, so I didn't like it at first, but you liked it. Okay, so there is no decision. It's either one or the other. Okay.
Like when you eat a banana, you don't get to decide this banana's. I don't like bananas.
Yeah.
You eat the banana and it tastes like a banana. Excuse me. So there's no decisions there.
Gotcha. You're right. I see what you mean now.
So I was telling them, I was like, you technically don't have free will, but you do have free choice.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you can decide not to do it if you like it.
Gotcha.
Like, I could like ice cream and be like, I know I'm going to turn to a diabetic fuck if I fucking eat this tub of ice cream that I could easily down.
Gotcha.
But not do it because I know it's bad.
Gotcha. So, like, I like ice cream, but I don't like Rocky Road ice cream because it's got nuts and I fucking hate nuts.
But you're not deciding that. You just don't like nuts.
Right.
Like, the people that like nuts don't decide, I like nuts.
Right, but I like ice cream, but I don't like nuts. So I'm deciding that I don't like Rocky
You can
Road,
decide not to get the Rocky Road.
Right.
You're not deciding that you didn't like it. That's just in you.
Interesting. That's just a preference.
It's a preference. Oh, that's what we were talking about. Do you get to decide your preferences?
Oh, okay.
Like, if you have true free will, right?
Right.
You get to decide your preferences.
I guess not.
But you don't.
Nah.
That's so funny. You don't. But you do have free choice.
Right.
Like when I'm like, let's say I want to show you a song, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey John, listen to this song, you might like it.
Right.
Like after you listen to it, you don't get to decide if you like it or not. It just happens. You listen to the song and your body tells you, nice, this is good. Or no, I don't like this.
Okay, hold on.
Go ahead.
Well, really quick, that's amazing and all, but I have one I need to check to see if we're still in frame. Let's do a frame check.
This is not working.
Oh, it's not? All right, fuck it. Well, I'm just readjusting. And then number 2, okay, so what about bias? Personal bias. Like, say, all right, so this happened a lot with my older brother. He would tell me about a movie if we haven't seen it, and I'd be like, like, okay, it's like the Barbie movie. I hate to be this controversial, but not a big fan of Barbie, not a big fan of, girly things like that. Macho man, dude. And,
he's a sexist. Okay?
You know what I'm saying? So then, I heard it was pretty good from numerous people, but I personally don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying?
He hates Barbie.
You know what I'm saying? So I decided not to like.
Do you like
Barbie.
Action figures?
Yes.
You play with Barbies and you hate Barbies. Got it. Anyways.
All right. Also in correlation. So what about movies that have been like biased on that you can now make a choice whether you actually like it or not? Okay, so like.
Yes. Ooh, we're getting deep.
You know what I'm saying?
Deep.
So
I could explain this.
Yeah. So my brother will tell me something about a movie that we both that he saw that I didn't, and he'll be like, he'll bias my mind.
He'll be like, no, I liked it. Whatever.
I hated it because it was dumb, it was boring, and so and so. And then I could watch and be like, bro, I fucking love that shit. That shit was fucking awesome. And this. So it's like,
yeah, if you truly experience the movie as the movie was intended,
right?
And he also did, and you guys truly have different opinions.
Yeah.
That will happen.
Exactly. But it's like, but I understood where he was coming from, so I was able to see it in both lights.
You are like, I guess it would suck if I saw it like you did.
Exactly.
That's what I'm telling you. Right. He saw the movie intended how he's supposed to see it, and you saw it as you're supposed to see it, and what happened.
But I saw both, but I chose to interpret it as like, this is actually fucking not as bad as he made it out to be. So you can't entirely trust that thing. So in that sense, do you make a choice whether to like something or not?
You're not deciding to not like it, but this is the cool part about it. You get to influence it. Because you're overall what you think of things, of the world.
You're coming at it with a negative view and a pretense already. Right. So you're now watching it and deciding, or just is just the pleasure? You don't decide.
Not deciding.
It's just you find it pleasing.
You have reasoning that makes that somehow good or bad for you.
Pleasing. Okay, so you find it pleasing.
Yeah, because if you have the reasoning that that's good for you, then you'll please.
Right. You find pleasure in that. Gotcha.
Yeah, because we're talking about specifically ideologies. Because at the beginning we were talking about ice cream, and that doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Because it's either you like it or don't. And like how you said you don't like Rocky Road because of the peanuts or the whatever nuts it has in it.
Yeah.
And some people will be like, this guy's fucking weird. That shit's fire.
Yeah.
But then it's just a preference.
Yeah, exactly. It's personal preference.
And then you could peel it back and be like, this is why John doesn't like nuts in general.
Yeah.
And then we could be like, he had this bad experience when he was little, and then he ate a peanut that was semi-rotten, and he was like, ugh.
No, they're just bland. Bland peanuts. Don't like the taste of them.
You know what I'm saying? So you had an experience where you were like, I don't like peanuts like that. And then this is why you don't like that ice cream. So you could influence your preferences in that way, never directly.
Right.
You can't decide on the spot, I don't like something.
Mm-hmm.
But you could have reasoning for an ideology to change, to be more preferable.
Interesting.
Like, people don't stay like liberals. Right. Sometimes a liberal turns into a progressive. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
And it just happens.
It just happens, right? Understanding shit.
Oh no, a liberal and a conservative. I was a progressive.
I never get involved in politics, but yeah, sure.
But yeah, there's the liberals and there's the conservatives, So there's like, hey, sometimes they switch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
fucking
like,
liberal.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, sometimes they could be a liberal and then they switch to a fucking conservative and then they start calling the liberals fucking liberals. Be like, you pussy ass liberal.
Yeah, right.
But people can change positions. You know what I'm saying? But that's ideology.
Definitely.
And that comes with the preferences because they were raised in a particular manner.
Yeah, aren't they two sides of the same coin, essentially?
What?
Those two different fucking things, left and right, the fucking... The conservative and the fucking...
It's
Republican, Democrat, two sides of the same fucking coin, no?
No, conservatives, they're trying to conserve what they got. Like, the way it is, just keep it coming, keep it running, like, the way stuff works. Right. Let's just keep the stuff working, bro. Yeah. Why we gotta change
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's, like, conserve it, just make it, keep working.
Yeah, the fucking liberals.
The liberals is like, just do what you want.
I want to change a bunch of shit. Say, no, fuck off. Don't do that.
Right. So that one is anti-change, one is pro-change.
Yeah.
That's the main difference, I guess.
Oh, sure.
But it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah. Change is inevitable in this life.
It's always split. The funny thing is almost always split half and half.
Yeah. But just because something's new doesn't mean it's better. So change is inevitable, but even though shit's
there's so
new,
many ideologies in politics.
Yeah, but
there's the liberals, the conservatives, the progressives, and that everything in all that, dude.
Yeah, the environmentalists don't
like what the fuck?
Yeah, they're concerned only about the keeping the environment safe and shit.
Yes, there's too much going on.
Yeah, there's a lot in there.
You know, but it is what it is. So what were we talking about before?
We were talking about Satan and free will. Then we talked about do you like your preferences? Do you have control over your preferences?
So preferences, like you can influence your preferences.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but indirectly.
Right. You can't decide whether or not you like your preferences. They're your preferences. You just find pleasure.
You can find our preferences on the spot. You know what I'm saying? But like you can influence them indirectly, just like your heart rate. You know, you can influence it indirectly. You
can't straight up stop that shit unless you literally hold your breath and stop fucking breathing, then you'll pass out.
Even then, you won't stop it. You know?
Or unless you unalive yourself. Please don't fucking do this. We're just speaking hypothetically to stop your heart. Don't kill me.
Don't do it.
Don't kill me.
You can't realive yourself.
Yeah, don't do that. You only get one life in this life, okay? Don't fucking YOLO this shit. That's what you don't do.
Unless you know about magic and you know what you're doing, then you do what you do.
You like flatliners?
If you know what you're doing,
don't do that. Anyway, fucking... Yeah, so you can't control your heart rate, not like that. You can't control your metabolism unless you're fucking in Lucy. You know?
Indirectly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. It's all indirectly, you know.
Indirectly.
And that's the way that you can influence your preferences as well.
And you put it spot on too. You said it's like I really like flying, but I can't literally like have free will to go fly. Like I can't go fly right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? I can't sprout wings. I can't I could hop in a jet, go fly above some shit, you know what I'm saying? But that's circumstantial. You know, you yourself, without any other circumstances, can't go fucking fly off of a tree.
You can't say I want to fly.
Exactly.
Yes, just because you will to fly, fly.
Exactly. We don't have free will. Essentially, we have freedom of choice.
You have the free. Like you can choose not to try particular ice cream because you don't want to find out if you like it.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
I can choose. Hold on, rewind. I can choose to not like a particular ice cream because I'm afraid of how I won't like it.
No, you can choose not to try an ice cream because you don't want to know if you like it.
Oh, so that's choosing ignorance over like.
Yes, you're
sticking by your guns. So I'd rather.
You're like, dude, that's ice cream. Huh. I don't need to like more ice creams. Enough ice cream out there. Like, this ice cream I like already is addictive.
Right.
I don't need to find more good flavors type shit.
Right. I don't want to be fat, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not gonna help. That's not gonna help that situation of not eating ice cream when you know there's this good ass ice cream.
Bro, real quick, Talenti. Talenti ice cream, fucking fire. The layers, bro.
You gotta be careful layers,
bro. Talenti, shout out Talenti ice cream.
All those ice cream manufacturers know what they're doing.
They do, bro. Know what they're doing, oh my goodness.
That's just ridiculous.
It's like, why does Dairy Queen even exist, bro? It's like, go to the grocery store and get yourself
That's just so dangerous.
It is, bro. Low-key Dairy Queen fire. Shout out Dairy Queen, too, bro. They're fucking fire.
Ice cream. Shout out ice cream.
Shout out ice cream in general.
Whoever created ice cream, that's God.
Yeah, they're trying to make protein ice cream and shit, where it's like hella rich in protein. I'm like, I haven't tried it, but...
If they make it fire, hey, bro, do your thing.
Let's get it. Hella protein. I think there was I think the Trend Twins figured out a way to make fucking protein ice cream, actually. So
Trend Twins.
Shout out Trend Twins. But it was like peanut butter frozen or some shit.
Oh, that would kind of make sense. Because it has something. Because it has fat.
Yeah, they did something, bro. You can't quote me directly, but they did some shit.
Creamy peanut butter, it would make sense because you can't freeze the fat that well.
Yeah.
And if you mix the fat with
like
more
protein,
oil or something.
Yeah, protein scoops and shit. Just fucking,
that might work.
Yeah,
but back to preferences.
Back to preferences and lack of free will.
Yeah. You can influence those preferences, right?
Yeah.
But you can also choose not to find out if you have that preference. Like, you know, like Batman didn't want to find out how it felt to kill somebody. This is why he never killed.
Right.
Because he said, if I do it, I'm never going back, dude.
Yeah, I'm going to kill everybody.
He's like, this is too easy.
I'm going to kill him, too.
Like, all of a sudden, like, his job became, 100 times easier. He's like, oh, you think I'm not going to kill you?
Yeah, right.
Just like,
I'm vengeance.
Just on the if Batman was like that, you know how people would just drop.
But he wouldn't be a vigilante anymore because the fact that he makes him like Batman and the shit is the fact that he doesn't kill people. He gets it done without violating nature.
Anti-hero,
right? Exactly. At that point? Well, it's a vigilante. It's vigilantism. It's doing justice, kind of, but without killing him. Yeah.
Well, now if he kills him, he's an anti-hero situation.
Yeah, that's outlaw. That's
Oh, he's just a badass.
Yeah, he's a badass outlaw. You're just you're not a vigilante at that point. You're fucking. Shit. Yeah, you're an outlaw. You're fucking. You're a criminal because killing is against the law, so you're a fucking criminal.
Hell yeah. Batman
as a criminal. If Batman was a straight fucking
Batman
murder,
will just solve that, no problem.
Isn't there an alternative universe where fucking I think in that universe where Bruce Wayne is the one that dies and Thomas Wayne becomes Batman and Martha becomes the Joker, but Thomas doesn't actually because he's old as fuck and he doesn't he fucks people up, but he relies on guns and he kills people, which is why his eyes are red.
Right.
It's like that dude's. I don't give a fuck. Well, obviously he's fucking twisted because his son was killed. So he's like, I don't give a fuck. Bam. You know what I'm saying? So, could be.
I like it.
Fucking amazing.
That was in the reverse Flash shit.
Yeah, exactly. That was a Flashpoint paradox or some shit. Yeah.
You just fucking start shooting people. I was like, oh no shit, and then they were like, that's Thomas Wayne.
That's crazy, bro. That's Thomas Wayne. It's like, bro, what do you mean? You mean Bruce Wayne? Nah, bro. Bruce Wayne's dead. What?
Yeah. What's going on? That was fire. No. Fire. That makes sense, He relies on guns. Why not?
Yeah. Fucking Mickey Mouse shit.
Intense.
Goofy's trial. Shout out Goofy's trial. That shit made me fucking laugh.
Oh, that, and I'll do it again.
Oh, fucking do it again. Goofy, shut the fuck up.
Even, when you laugh at things, you don't decide to, I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah.
You don't get to decide.
I find it amusing, so I laugh out of natural causes. It's an
impulse. Yeah. You read something and it's funny, it
makes me genuinely happy. I find amusement in it, so.
Right. It's just an impulse. So you're not deciding those things either.
Right.
Like your interest, when did your interest become the interest you have on?
I find it amusing.
Did you decide them? No. Yeah, but what decided that you would find them amusing?
Well, dark humor is fucking hilarious because it's out of the norm. It's not used. It's not. If you take it seriously, then yeah, you're fucking horrible. But the fact that you can't take it seriously,
right there, well, you can find out why you like dark humor. Mm-hmm. So then you'd be like, dark humor is cool because, and then you said because. Yeah, because it's you're saying dark shit on purpose because it's funny. Right. Because it's funny when stuff doesn't happen.
Exactly.
And when you talk about fucked up shit that just doesn't, it's not happening. Yeah. But obviously, if they become real,
then you're fucked. Yeah, it's not so funny anymore.
Then it's not funny.
It's not funny no more. Exactly.
Or it can be, but it gets darker then,
But not without pain.
Yeah, exactly.
Funny, but not without pain.
Now there's somebody's losing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But then you can just keep going back and be like, why do I like stuff like that? You know what I'm saying?
You want to hit that first?
No, you got it.
But yes, I do understand what you're saying.
You can be like, why do I like dark comedy? And then be like, well, I like dark comedy because I think it's funny to talk about fucked up situations like that.
Yeah, it's like I find.
And then it's like, but why do you think that's like a funny thing to talk about? And then you're like, and then why? I can't even answer that right now.
Why do you find? Why do I think fucked up? Well, it's funny until it happens to you. It's easy.
Right. But why is it funny though?
Well, because misfortune is kind of hilarious. Okay, so there's levels of misfortune.
When you put it that way,
there's levels of misfortune.
You sound like an asshole.
Sorry. Bro, it seems totally genuine, right? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even trying to be malevolent. It just happens. It just fucking happens. I'm sorry.
It's not always enjoying somebody's misery.
Misery's fucking funny sometimes. Are you an asshole? Should you laugh? No, but that shit's fucking funny, bro.
Oh, why is it funny? Is it a nervous laugh?
That depends.
It could be.
Okay, so hold on.
It could be a trigger.
All right, ridiculousness is a good example.
It could be
somebody gets injured and it looks fucking funny as shit, so you laugh. That shit's funny. But when you see them,
is it funny because it's out of the normal?
No, it's funny because their injury is it amused you. That's why you found it funny.
I find it amusing, guys.
How they got injured?
Let us know down in the comments.
How they got injured is why.
Are you laughing at the injury or that it happened?
Right, but that's what I was getting to.
Or maybe that it didn't happen.
That's what I was getting to.
What was the part you were
I was getting to? It's like if you watch what's it called? Scars. I think it was Scarred or Scars on MTV, where they they give you recollection of these fucking horrible injuries and shit. And it's just cringe. Like you literally feel the pain, and you're just like, "Oh, bro, that's fucking horrible." So
hell yeah.
But that's not funny. You feel me? Like no, it's the same shit.
No. That's funny.
How is that? No.
Because why were they? How did they get injured again?
But the injury is so severe that you're not. It's not really amusing because you take it seriously. Exactly.
Well, that's funny, bro. Those reactions that come out of you, like, oh
Well, bro, this kid like
that's just funny.
This kid landed on a skateboard, fucking like on his nuts. His shit started bleeding. Like I think he broke his balls.
Oh, the nuts, bro.
Yeah. And he was walking. He was like, "Oh my god, this shit hurt." You know what I'm saying?
I hope it was worth it, kid.
I hope he's good, bro. Fucking little nut sacks, man.
That's kind of weird.
That is kind of weird. So you can't choose your preferences. You find shit amusing, and do you ever? Okay, so like in a sense where we're touching on that, even though we find pain amusing, should you laugh?
Should you? Because I don't live in that.
Don't you like make that isn't that a choice to like?
No, you can laugh. If you laugh, it's an impulse. Remember?
Yeah.
You don't get to decide not to laugh.
Right. It's loud, but it's fucked up, right? You gotta apologize after. But I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. Like I didn't mean to laugh because
if you do that, if you do that, you're fucked. You're fucked. That would make no sense. If you're like, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. No, don't do that.
Bro, I'm the motherfucker, bro. I'm sorry, but I'm the motherfucker that would laugh at the most inappropriate shit.
If you laugh, you laugh. You get like, it's funny. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, for real. I'm sorry.
You can apologize that it's, no, you can apologize that it's funny. I'll be like, I apologize that's funny.
No, bro, on some real shit, I'll be like, no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I found it really funny, but I shouldn't have laughed.
You should have laughed. That's the thing.
That'd be fucked.
Because I'll probably laugh at inappropriate stuff. People will be like, why is he laughing at that?
Okay, laughing at like an abortion, that's not funny, bro. Like,
it depends. I bet you if you saw the Family Guys, they'll make it funny.
I mean, I guess.
Family Guy could make that funny, no problem. South Park, easy, no problem. No problem.
Well, the only way it's funny is that dude on the meme. I got an abortion. That funny dude. I mean, that's the only way that's funny.
No, Family Guy could make it crazy.
Sure.
Anything could be funny, bro. Like anything.
I mean, I guess.
I've made some stupid, like, don't say that situations.
Oh, for real?
Where you just say it and it's funny. Then.
Interesting.
Like, why would you say that? But everybody is laughing.
That's funny.
Like
I believe it.
I'd be like, you laugh, though. Think about it.
Yeah, I believe it.
Think about it.
I got you to laugh, so that shit's funny,
like,
is it not? So I win,
so
no?
Who's more fucked? The person that laughed or the one that came up with it?
Exactly. Because he's the one who came up with it. It's not laughing.
I was like, I technically am the person that said it. We were all thinking it, though. We were all thinking it.
People don't
It's like
that.
being inappropriate on purpose. That's funny. That's funny.
That's funny.
If you're being inappropriate, that's not funny, because it like all the way inappropriate, obviously.
Yeah,
there's levels. There's levels.
Right.
There's levels.
Inappropriate on purpose. Now that's funny.
Yeah. There's levels to being inappropriate, guys.
Interesting.
So stop harassing people, okay?
Yeah, don't be harassing.
Don't harass people.
Yeah, that's not cool. Old people, respect old people.
Hey, whoa. What's with old people all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Just leave them alone.
Well, okay? No, I say that because I was driving to fucking over here and I saw a little old lady fucking with her cane. She wasn't crossing the street, but she was fucking walking. I'm like, gosh darn, man, like, I'm a piece of shit to not stop and walk her to across the way, but then again, like, it sucks because nobody has time for that, but it's like, people would, like, your grandma, your fucking grandparents, somebody would want you to do that.
Yeah?
But
why are they on the streets, though?
Yeah, I'm real enough. Who knows their fucking situation? But that's fucked up because society literally has gotten so bad to where you can't even worry about your fellow man. And you can't get sad for them anymore because you got to focus on yourself, It's like you got to close your heart to their suffering and focus on you. It's like, yeah, it's fucked.
Hey.
But
gotta do what
you gotta do what you gotta do. I get that. And that comes from a mode of survival, bro.
Hey, it is what it is. I don't intend to do anything bad to you. It's just,
Yeah, maybe if we're in a better position, that wouldn't be so rough.
Maybe, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe, bro. Maybe.
Most definitely, if we were in a better position, that wouldn't be so rough. But I don't know. I view affinity and common struggle.
Affinity.
Yeah, like which is why, like, when people work together and they sweat together and they do shit together, they kind of like they work together. It's like a bond, It's like
it's a tribal bond.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like same shit.
It is like that. Yes. Indeed. That's indeed.
You heard it here first.
Tribal bond. The tribal bond experience when you build something together.
Excuse me. That was gross. That was funny, but that was gross. oh my gosh, he just fucking burped. That's why he doesn't have a girlfriend. It's like, maybe.
He's disgusting, guys.
I have no manners. I'm sorry. I can do better.
And he's also a godless piece of shit.
I'm working on it. I don't entirely say that's true, but I'm working on growing closer to God,
Hey.
as we all should, you know.
Do you believe in God, sir?
I know He exists.
He's gay. See,
I know
he's
God exists.
gay. Who says that?
I know God exists. I shouldn't have said he, because he's a.
He wants a man for a reason. I'm not saying. Not saying anything wrong with it. I'm just pointing out the facts. You know, he wants a man God. I don't know why. I'm always like, I'm cool with a girl God, no problem. You know what I'm saying? That'd be cool, actually.
It actually is cool.
How would you see like a perfect girl God?
Well, because
what?
I just made it weird.
You're like, hold on.
Weird.
You're like, hold on. Or it's gonna be if it's a mental entity.
Hold on. What about
it
this?
Could turn
what
into
about
whatever
this? He just said, you know, if God was a woman, all right?
And God was
and taking everything out of this, don't make it fucking weird, anybody.
What do you mean, perverted or
shut up. This is directly from the Crow.
Means preferred.
This is directly from the Crow. He says, "Mother is the name for God on the lips and hearts of all children." You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if you put, you know,
that's kind of true because kids, they see the mother as a nurturing aspect. Yeah.
Yes.
And that's how they perceive
God as a woman.
That's how God is perceived, you know.
So you connect
as
the dots. You draw the lines. You feel me? I just put it into perspective.
Yeah, because a lot of a lot of the times God is put in the perspective of a caretaker. Mm-hmm. You know,
nurturer, caregiver kind of thing.
In a situation like that, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Go watch that movie. Shout out The Crow, man. R.I.P. to Brandon Lee, son of Bruce Lee. They got his ass.
They got his ass.
But you know, rest in power, rest in peace. It's a good movie too. Very good movie. I watch that movie every year on Halloween, and I watch Boondock Saints every St. Patty's Day. Shout out Boondock Saints.
I don't know any of these movies, guys.
He doesn't watch movies like that. He's a cool guy. He fucking writes songs. And
I already watch movies.
He learns songs on the guitar.
He watches old movies.
He produces beats and shit. Like he's got fucking untold amount of beats, just files, just scrolling with just music, bro. That's insane. Like shout out to this guy.
That's
bro.
Just fun, dude.
I've numerous movies I've watched, numerous songs he's made. Tell me, what do you find more? You know, what do you find cool? Like that's fucking cool.
I probably seen the movies. I just don't remember what.
Fucking Ryan didn't know Will Smith. Like I was telling him who the fucking Will Smith was because I was telling him my logic is undeniable, and I'm like, guess what movie that's from? He's like, I'm not sure. I was like, you know Will Smith? Ever seen anything with Will Smith? He's like, who's that? I'm like, fucking Ryan.
Really?
Yeah. And then he said, is that the man who slapped what's his name at the Oscars? I was like, yes. So you do know him.
That's a matter of fact. Yeah, man.
And then it's funny shit. I tell him the movie. He's like, oh wait a minute, I've seen that movie years ago. And then I get so mad because I'm like, Ryan, I'm over here telling you this, and you don't. You know.
That's how I am.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I am too.
It's like, oh wait, I've seen that.
Like I've seen movies, but I just don't remember the names.
Yeah, exactly. So. That shit's funny. My logic is undeniable, and I'll tell. Because Ryan will love to fucking argue with me about some shit. I'm just like, Ryan, do it like this. And he'll be like, no, I'm doing it because of this. I'm like, dude, fucking this and this. Do it because of that. And he's like,
nice.
I see. Okay, fine. And I'm just like, my logic is undeniable. Then he'll come at me again. Some shit like that. He's like, John, that's not how you do it. I'm like, my logic is undeniable. And I'll look at him and I'm like, my logic is undeniable. I'll say softer. Funny stuff, man. Love that guy, Ryan. Makes me laugh. Funny guy. So, interesting shit. The rain. The rain is fucking cool. Nutrition. Human Lab was talking about the amygdala and how it was like more.
Amygdala.
It's not because what do you guys think of when you think of the amygdala? Right. The first thing I thought of was it starts with the F word. What is the F word besides fuck?
Fucking shit.
It's fear. The amygdala, it's like alert sense. It's like, oh shit, danger, survival sense. Fucking, but she was saying how it was more than it's like a pattern recognition kind of thing, where it's like she put into perspective like a fire alarm, right. Where it's learned behavior, goes off, it's loud, it startles you, but you're like, oh shit, that means fire. Are we good? You look around, no fire. It's like, all right, well, exit the building, if that happens, you look around. Oh shit, fire! There's a fire. I see fire over there and smoke. All right, time to fucking dim. You know, it's like like a survival sense of like awareness, and it's not just fear. It's more like, you know, it's more to it than that, which is interesting.
Yeah,
and I have more to learn there.
It's it's a sensory to see. It's trying to sense for what you call it, a sense of danger in any way.
Yeah, like caution. It's like an alert, caution alert.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Caution now.
Yeah,
that's like our sense of caution. You could say just a sense of caution, because caution comes with in a lot of ways, you know. Because because they were talking about it how it was, if it was the first step that happens when you go to a new situation.
Yeah.
You know, like as soon as you go into a new situation, does the amygdala scan the environment and then says that it's okay, and then you get to relax
A little bit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they're talking about it like, does that actually happen like that?
I think so.
You know.
Well, so you're asking, is that like, is just the amygdala responsible for that, or is it something else, or is it just like the learned system of the emotions?
Well, it's kind of, well, you will always more than likely use a lot of the brain.
Mm-hmm.
The amygdala is just a thing that recognizes it subconsciously, and then it sends it to the prefrontal cortex,
right up here. Okay.
And then that's the one that it comes into conscious.
Gotcha.
That's the one that you get to be aware of.
Right.
You know, before then you didn't, like, you know how you don't tell yourself danger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it kind of just like, it all makes sense of itself.
Yeah, and you test the waters essentially,
and then you start feeling like, hey, something's going on.
Right.
And then you start making sense of stuff.
Right.
But first, your body's like, hey, look over there. It brings your attention over there, like it's not something that shouldn't be happening or whatever.
Yeah, and a not so mild one. We just went to a new gym, like literally yesterday, and that shit. It's since we're going to a new gym, you're not nervous, but you're just uncomfortable because you're scanning, like everything's different to you. You don't really know where to go. When you go to a gym a certain amount of times and you build yourself a routine, you kind of know where everything's at. Especially if you go to just one gym, or if you're well rounded, you go to multiple gyms. This isn't a problem for you. But for like us, we go to one gym consistently where we know where shit's at. We went to a new gym recently, same type of gym but different like location, different layout. And this is where you're talking about, where it's not really a survival sense, but you're just kind of like more on alert. You're kind of scanning the area. You're like, you're uncomfortable because you're unfamiliar with their surroundings. You don't know what routine to build. You don't know where the fuck to go. So that's why you're kind of like scanning the area and looking shit. But it's not. The reason why I say it's mild is because it's just a gym. Like, we're just going for a routine and exercise. Yeah. It's not like hunting, where are we gonna go hunt over there in that territory where we don't even know we might get killed.
That's kind of like a societal level.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I'm just in a new space.
It's very urban
of people.
Yeah, very modern. For sure.
It's mainly that sensation. Is in the societal level, it feels that way.
Yeah.
Because new everything.
Everything's new.
It's literally a new environment, and that's what it will imply. The societal level.
That's wild. Pay attention to your surroundings.
Pretty cool. But
pray. Don't forget about Lucifer when you pray to God at night. Pray for Lucifer as well.
Hey, you don't have to pray. That's not real, guys.
Hey man, you don't have to, but fucking pray. Through prayer and fasting. Through prayer and fasting, do you get closer to God?
Who said that?
That's a Bible verse. Matthew.
See, I haven't read it.
2 something. I will find that verse and say it again. A lot of people commented on the thing. Comment down below what that verse is. It's taken out of a lot of Bible verses because they don't want you to know about that. Through prayer and fast. Fuck. I'm gonna find out, dude, the whole Bible verse. I'm gonna fucking comment this on this movie. When we post this, I'm gonna fucking find it. And I'm gonna comment that shit. Anyway. Read your Bible, kids. Learn who Buddha was. Jesus is the shit.
I'm not gonna say anything right now.
Not gonna say anything? Come on, back me up. No, I'm kidding. Think for yourself. Don't be sheep. Learn to love knowledge. You know, what is knowledge again? Like knowing knowledge, epistemology, epistemology. See, I fucking knew.
Oh, knowing what knowledge.
Knowing what knowledge is. So you're knowing about knowledge. It's like, how do I know that knowledge is knowledge? You know. So learn shit. Oh, Kaizen. Adopt microdoses, micro improvements. Japanese way of life. Japanese kind of theory, like a lifestyle. Yeah, Kaizen. Microdoses of progression. Even if it's like 1%, 10%, no matter what, you're doing something better than you did yesterday. You're doing something better, which is one step towards, you know,
hell yeah,
being comfortable in your own skin and shit. So,
hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So, are we gonna do this has been Imagiknowledge and
no, not yet. We still got like 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. 30 whole minutes.
I'm gonna take a piss though.
Alright. Oh, you know what this means? John's thoughts time. Here we go. Oh shit, I got something to say. Go ahead.
I got something to say.
Leave. So I recently found out my fucking father was alive, bro. That's fucking nuts. I honestly thought he died like a while ago. So I kind of grew up. I don't know if you watched my other podcast prior. I grew up kind of like not really knowing my father. I've had multiple father figures, like maybe like one or two prominent ones in my life, which are dope. Shout out to them. But it was interesting to find out that he was still alive because I always thought he was dead. And I think I said on my podcast, like on an episode prior for my birthday, that he was dead. He's not dead. He just lives in fucking Florida. And, you know, dude has a family of his own. I'm like, that's fucking rad. Turned out just fine on my own, so I'm not too worried about it. It's just, that's fucking wild. This is John's thoughts for the day, you know? It's like, that doesn't weigh too heavily on me, but that's just something that I thought was, you know, I thought I was down one, but I guess not, you know? That's cool. That's fucking cool. If you could see me now, it's like, cool. Not really. People have always asked me, they're like, would you ever seek him out? Do you want to talk to him? Do you want him to know you? I'm like, not really. My mom had more than enough love for me. My brothers fucking had hella love for me too, learned from them. There's this dude that I fucking learned from as well. Shout out to the dude, you know? Cool guys. Oh shit, he's back. Thus ends John's thoughts. So interesting stuff. So Lucifer was interesting. Progenitor of free will. And then understanding your preferences. Choosing whether you like him or not. Says a lot about you. Reflect on that if you don't like it. And fucking behavior. Fucking isn't the mind cool? Like, I think the mind is fucking amazing. You know? Shout out Andrew Huberman and Huberman Lab Podcast for enlightening us and letting us know about the brain. All kinds of shit that correlate to it, like free will, like emotions, like fucking stress management, and all this shit, bro. What fasting will do. All this shit. Also, shout out AG1. You know, we don't sponsor them yet. Hopefully, they may sponsor us in the future, sometime maybe. Shout out AG1.
You gotta be like, but first, they're bringing sponsors.
Yeah, right?
Like AG1.
Hell yeah.
That shall be funny.
Athletic Greens, bro. I don't take it myself, but this guy does.
Let's see if we had sponsors.
Poor.
If we had,
I'm
sorry,
poor.
We're trying to help him here.
Yeah, I'm saying, right? Go fund me.
Make this video blow up.
Help me get
help John
enough money to buy Athletic Greens. I'm kidding. Fuck that.
That shall be fun.
I'll get it eventually.
What other ads would we have, dude?
Oof, Athletic Greens, definitely one. We have some gym one.
I'll
Gym
do
Shark.
the wake up app.
Sleep aid.
Sam Harris.
Oh, the wake up app with
Sam Harris.
Oh, that one with.
I'll be like, if you want like a meditation
isn't
thing.
It Alan Watts too?
He has everything.
Oh, okay.
But this is by Sam Harris.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Dr. Sam Harris.
What else?
Nutrition. How is your body lately? Have you been paying attention to your body? Are you in need of some exercise? Are you in need of some, are you trying to cut out sugar? Sugar is not the greatest for you.
Sugar?
It's definitely not the greatest.
Sugar's not good.
I know it's so hard to cut out your sodas and all that bullshit, but just switch over to tea and water, bro. Just stop drinking soda. It's pretty fucking easy.
Or drink soda.
Says the dude,
Drink soda. Yeah. He drinks Powerade, so.
I guess it's all in the mind.
He can't say that.
Well, Powerade? I don't drink Powerade like that anymore. I mean, yeah, I do. Actually, no, I do. It's on my grocery cart list. Actually, speaking of groceries, I'm going to go do that shit later. Go buy groceries.
Hey, chill out.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We here right now.
Where are you going?
We here right now. I'm sorry. We're here right now.
Where the fuck are you going, dude?
Fuck. My mind goes places, bro. Anyway.
Let's see. Where can we take our minds?
Well, we're talking about nutrition.
Hey.
I was talking about nutrition.
You can't say much about nutrition.
Okay, fine.
Tell me 3 categories that you can break nutrition into. If you can do that, then we can talk about nutrition.
All right, fine. I can't do that yet, so I guess we'll have to talk about something else. Well,
you know what I'm saying? We have this whole universe, right?
I'm saying there's so much to talk about, but I can't think of anything fucking relevant.
We have a whole universe, John.
Well, I like gym. I like working out.
A whole universe.
Uh-huh.
In everything we can talk about.
Okay, all right. So what about
all
this?
In this world?
What if this is based off a video I saw earlier? But what if there was a black hole and there was a universe inside of a black hole, and then the surrounding space?
Real.
Yeah, and then it's just a continuum of just black holes and universes, and just
that's probably real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's probably real, man.
That's pretty fucking cool. So what do we think about that?
What I think about
it might be real, bro, because if you look past beyond the stars, I see nothing but black. Or could we be in a black hole? Is that why? Yeah. And is that why space is forever expanding?
Yeah. Well, you have to explain why it makes sense. Does that make sense to you, and why?
Not really. Nothing makes sense, bro. Nothing makes sense. The gravitational pulls don't even make fucking sense.
Let me tell you why that does make sense. Okay?
Enlighten me.
So there's a black hole, right? A black hole, what did it do? It's just so dense. The gravity pull is so dense.
Has so much mass, right?
Yeah, it even sucks in light and doesn't let it out. That's why it's black in the center. You know what I'm saying? Gravity is so strong. It's the gravitational pull pulls in light and doesn't let it out.
Right.
That's insane. Think.
Insane in the membrane.
Okay. And then there's a singularity in the middle of this black hole, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So in the middle of that black hole, all the things that it's absorbing are being turned into elemental particles, like the tiniest they can be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's also bending space. You know what I'm saying? So it's twirling space. Think, like, you know what I'm saying? Because its gravity, it's so dense that it's twirling space like this.
So what?
And space is being twirled too.
Right.
You know? But space is not just flat. It's space. So it's all of it. So there's a hole in the middle, and then it's going like that, you know? And it's also not just to the particles, but to space itself. So technically, it's just making a hole within space and expanding through a pocket within space. Because it's hard to explain.
That is hard to explain, but okay.
What do you think? You have like a flat piece of paper, like a balloon.
Nah.
You know?
We don't.
That's the funny part.
That's cool. Black holes are cool.
But it's like when if you have like a rubber thing like that, and then if you have a really dense thing, it will just fall, and it'll kind of like make it look like it made a hole in space, but it didn't. You know. So imagine that being a black hole. Like if you have this huge piece of rubber, just laying, and then you put a really dense thing, and it just goes down like that.
Yeah.
So imagine that happening to space, right? At that black hole level, where it's twirling, you know, shit, like a tornado type situation, because it's grabbing everything from everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's doing that to space itself. Okay. Like the rubber thing, like where you put the ball and the rubber just starts sinking. But it's twirling that, so it's stretching space and making a little pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah.
So it's twirling space like this, and making itself bigger. But there's a singularity point that it's kind of like restarting all the particles, because the singularity point is supposed to be the point where it gets to the smallest level possible.
So that shit's a never-ending loop.
I don't. To me, it makes sense in that way. You know what I'm saying? Because it's creating a black. It's stretching space itself, and creating a pocket universe. Yeah. You know.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And that will be like, as soon as the black hole happens, the singularity point on the other side will look like the Big Bang.
Yeah, is that why we have multiple like Big fucking Bang, parallel universes? Maybe because there's just black holes among black holes.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. The parallel universes is just a. it's a thing that is renowned, whether because they're talking about because energy can't be created nor destroyed. That's because of that particular law. The parallel universes or whatever they're real because we're infinitely gonna the universe is gonna end and restart and then end and then restart and then restart and it's gonna play out every scenario possible through the infinity of whatever calculation is happening, and there's gonna be something that looks like your parallel universe. But it's not necessarily, you know?
Well, isn't that the reason why also where you fucking observe wave particles and then they fucking, like, as soon as you observe it, there's, like, automatically a positive and a negative, and that's, like, the same reason why we have another fucking, like, parallel universe, like, one where a positive outcome happened, one where a negative outcome happened.
Kinda. That's just goes with the...
Is that getting too deep into metaphysics?
Kinda, because they're talking about how observing a particular particle changes their features because it's just the sheer fact that you observed it. Yeah. And I don't know how that truly does make sense. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a sensory situation.
Yeah, it's like the moment you observe it, that shit fucking changes. It's
well, like, it changes into information in your brain because you sensed it. Yeah. Because you have the sensory input for it. Right. So yes, it did change, but did it change physically out here, or is it the fact that yes, now it changed into like the brain thing?
Oh, so your brain translated it. Yes. Differently. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm high, ladies and gentlemen.
Because let's say with light, for example, light, it could be a particle or a wave, right? Yeah. There's light waves and there's light photons, which is the particle version.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So when is what? When is what? Right?
When it's observed. Yeah.
That's what they thought, right? That's what I was seeing, and I was like, "Does this make sense?" I don't know if it makes sense.
I don't know if that shit makes sense.
But then I was like, "Imagine a wave, right?"
Excuse me. Fuck.
Like you know how air is? Yeah. Like this. If they imagine this is light, right? Yeah. And then now your eyes are two sensory inputs that can sense light, you know? Yeah. So the light gets turns into particles when it hits your eyes. Just like it turns into particles when it hits the lens of a camera. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For the sheer fact that it's being observed, it turns into a particle.
Oh, shit.
The observation is the fact that it's being measured by something. You're the measurer. Right. But it only is a particle because it touched your senses. You know?
That still don't make fucking sense to me. But
God damn it!
No, I get how that works. You're telling me information that I am familiar with, but I still don't understand how like why that happens. You know,
it's just because it's being measured. It's not that there's
right, but further into that, like because
it's not that measured, a wave turned into a particle. You know? Is that the wave when it touches things, you see it as a particle. Right. It's an observation problem, not a.
That's why we live in the Matrix.
Not a universal.
No, kidding.
Not a. Yeah, it's not like a physics problem. It's like an observation problem. Right. Trying to see. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not a scientist.
We're not a metaphysics. I'm not a professor. We're not fucking we're not avid in this subject. Maybe someday we will.
I'm not a scientist, but I did Google some stuff.
Yeah. Google, man.
That's the funny part. Yeah. But yeah, the black hole stuff, real. It's possible.
Real.
It's a thing. You see it happening.
Hell maybe. Yeah.
Not a scientist.
Fun facts about yourself.
Fun facts.
The guy himself. Fun facts.
Random shit.
Random shit.
I don't even know what to say, bro.
We go to the gym.
That's not how my brain works.
We eat
Absolutely.
sushi. We go on hikes. We eat sushi. You know, we fucking we do the same shit almost every day.
Yes.
Fuck. We find music entertaining. You know, we find knowledge entertaining. You know.
Yes.
Every time fucking Andrew Huberman comes out, releases a thing like, "Hey, Dad showed us some shit today." Yeah. It's like, it's another father figure. Shout out Andrew Huberman, the father figure we all needed but never got.
I like learning.
Right.
Okay.
This guy. Yeah, shout out to this guy for inspiration of learning shit. He makes learning like cool.
Learning is cool.
You know what I'm saying? I know, but it's just something. You're just like,
cool.
"Hey, bro, I know shit. It's cool." I'm like, "Oh shit."
You want to know something? Ask me something. I'll tell you something about it.
All right.
Imagine I could be a professional like that.
That'd be amazing.
I'm a human Google guy.
A lot of things you can just answer to, like, "Hey, bro, why can I not appreciate things when I lose them?" You know? Hey, placebo effect.
A serious answer?
Placebo effect. Figure it out. That'd be hilarious.
Do you want a serious answer?
That'd be funny. So yeah, fun facts. I like bodybuilding. I like boxing.
Bodybuilding.
I like singing. Singing's cool. I like dancing, but I don't like know how to dance. Shout out to the white dude genes.
Predicament.
You know, can't do it.
Can't do it.
I actually just don't know. It's all right. Uncultured swine. Anyway.
It is what it is.
I like eating. I like fucking food, bro. I like food a lot, especially ground beef, yogurt, rice, kidney beans, and cheese in a burrito.
Food, man?
Yeah, I like food.
That's crazy.
You know, I'm not big on alcohol. Not a big drinker.
He's an alcoholic. He's lying right now.
Nah, bro. Tell me why we have a bottle of Jack Daniels like this much and a fucking big ass bottle of tequila still on our top of our fridge,
That's what he
bro.
says, but
still there. It's still there. You know, guess when we got it, bro.
He's replaced this bottle at least 10 times, guys.
June of last year.
10 times.
Nah, Zeus got the bottle. I want to say like 2 months ago, and then the Jack is probably like 4 months old. So, and I don't drink, my dude. I don't like drinking. It affects gains. It affects the gym. I mean, unless it's like a super duper special event, like,
you're an alcoholic.
Like cigar night. You know what I'm saying?
Cigar.
If there was such a thing as cigar night, you know, boys' night out, we go to get cigars.
Every night is cigar night.
That'd be fucking gangster, bro. There's nothing like having a good time with a bunch of dudes and shit, no homo, in a circle, drinking like a shot or two, smoking a cigar, man. And you suit it up, you dress nicely. You know what I'm saying? So there's something about that.
Yeah.
Something about that.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, and in the nightclub too. It's not a club environment where you have people giving you drinks and shit. Fucking, there's live music. This particular one, this fucking live music. She was beautiful and she sang amazing. So, shout out to that.
Shout out to that, man. What is going on in an alternate universe? Who knows?
In an alternate universe, I'm fucking a fireman.
You're a fireman?
Yeah, I'm jacked. I'm a fireman.
You're a fireman.
I'm bald. And
he's bald. Why?
And I have a family
do that?
with like 13 kids.
13?
Yeah, I don't know why. Parallel universe.
In my parallel universe right now, I'm discovering the.
He's the Andrew Huberman of what we have.
What
we have now. And
I don't need the attention like that. No. I'm like, I know me.
What would you be?
I wouldn't do that. I'll be just.
You'd be a GameStop manager. I'm kidding.
The low-key GameStop manager.
I'm kidding. What do you think?
I'll be some scientist.
Yeah.
I'll be a scientist.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Andrew Huberman of today in another universe.
But like, I'll be doing some
what? It wouldn't be neuroscience?
That like, neuroscience for sure.
What,
I would
like
know about
metaphysics and shit like that. Like talk about space and all that cool
shit.
Try
to tie some stuff.
So like Elon Musk type shit. Like him shit, no?
He's too public, dude.
Okay.
Like on the low key, you know what I'm saying? Low key, man. Or like, let's put it like this. Like Orochimaru, you know what I'm saying?
Orochimaru.
Say
it.
I said it. Orochimaru.
Okay.
But like that.
Yeah.
Like that. But real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did say a
like
while
labs,
ago.
like,
he was trying
hit
to
the labs, try to figure out like how to like do stuff with
just
your
hella
genes.
experiments, hella jutsus, fucking.
Yes, if magic is real, I'm gonna find out.
Right?
Man.
Hell yeah. Fucking this guy, bro. He did tell me he wanted to be immortal since day one. Why don't you take those vitamins, bro? The NMNA or NMN and all that shit.
Bro, it's complicated.
It is complicated. Those are expensive, bro. But we're not trying to live fucking hundreds of thousands of years. No, I'm kidding.
If that's possible, that's crazy.
We'd be gods. No, I'm kidding.
You know what I'm saying?
We're not meant to live that long. That's the beauty of life, man. Beauty of life is we're not meant to live that long. We're meant to live. We're meant to fucking live and experience and shit, you know? Do better choices. I'm sorry, what? I was going to say, make better fucking choices. Be more aware of your word. And do what you say you're going to do. And don't miss the fucking... don't miss the little things, bro. Like, yeah, you go to the gym a lot. You prioritize a lot of shit. You may go to school. Yep. You may have your job. Don't prioritize that shit over anything, bro. Like, it may seem like it now because, oh, it's my moneymaker. Oh, there's really nothing else. If I don't have this, I'm fucked. You're good, bro. Like, not to sound cheesy, God provides. God's got your back. God doesn't fucking hate you. He knows you. He sees you. He hears you. And, you know, keep doing your fucking best. And work on yourself as much as you can every day. Get stronger, get sharper, get better. And, you know, who knows? You might find somebody along the way that captures your heart because it's Valentine's Day soon. So that's shout out to Valentine's Day, you know?
And for the atheists, okay? Let me, you know, keep doing your thing as well, you know? Because he's talking about God, but, you know, we're talking to the atheists out here, too. Just keep doing your thing.
God loves you, too.
Why do you do it? Because you want to do it. That simple. Isn't that crazy? Nice. Shout out to the people that use it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Let's see. What else?
What made you decide to get better? Like, what made you want to be a better version of you? Like, what made you start on your journey? For me, it was bodybuilding, and for me, it was spite. Kind of not spite, but pettiness. Like, I wanted to show somebody up. I wanted to be like, yeah, I'm better than this. But then you kind of lose track of like showing them up, and you just focus on bettering yourself, and you're kind of in a competition against yourself at that point. So when did that start for you? How did that start for you?
What specifically again?
For me?
No, me. Like, what specifically are you asking again?
What started your journey to self-betterment, self-improvement?
Self-improvement.
Like, was it self-awareness that got you there first? Was it...
Probably.
Okay.
This is just like, it's a thing you gotta do.
You just became so self-aware that you're just like, okay, I need to be stronger now. Okay, I need to
it's
be,
just,
you know...
Well, it's just gotta... If you gotta be physically fit, like, you have to be healthy.
Right. When did you... That's what I'm saying. When did this pop into your head? Because obviously we were kids. Our biggest concern was like, when the fuck is anime coming out next week? Or like, you know, when is, you know what I'm saying? When did you...
Dude, I even at one point remember, which is weird. Like, you don't really think what food is doing to you at one point. Like, when you're young.
Yeah.
Like real young, like as a kid.
Yeah. How so? Like Pop-Tarts and oatmeal type shit? Or like...
Type situation. Like, you don't even know what's going on. You're just eating stuff that tastes good.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew it was bad for you.
But you don't even know what you mean by that.
Yeah, dude. I had fucking pizza. I had a shitty diet. I had pizza for breakfast, Pop-Tarts for breakfast sometimes, not all the time. But never, like, very few times did I ever have a well-balanced breakfast of, like, bacon, eggs, and toast, and orange juice, and all that shit, which is bullshit anyway. It's not a good diet for you, and that's probably why I wasn't healthy. Bacon, eggs, toast, orange juice, and all that shit.
Orange without the orange juice. That's
I had fucking mainly was cereal. And fucking like pizzas and fucking like never really had bananas.
But as a kid, you don't Pop-Tarts. Really consider how bad that really is.
It wasn't. It was just, is it delicious?
Exactly.
And
then at one point you realize, oh shit, something's going on here.
Yeah, after you get hella fucking fat. It's not to be fat phobic, just keeping it real.
He's fat phobic.
Don't chastise me.
He's fat phobic.
Hey, fuck you. I could say this because I was fat. You know, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all y'all who try to come at me too. I got pictures. I was fat just like whoever gets offended by me calling myself or anybody fat. I'm not calling you fat. Relax.
He's triggered.
Okay?
That's
Relax.
why. That's why you should.
I'm just saying, being overweight, being fat after eating a fucking shitty fucking diet. It's no surprise. It's no surprise. Man. You're out of weight. You're out of shape. You're overweight. Yes. All that. It's bad for you.
What we were talking about is like you don't really know though as a kid. Think, okay?
Right. Of course.
Okay. Think as a kid you're just eating because
TV dinners.
It tastes
breakfast
good.
dinners.
You don't even care.
Lunchables.
Like you don't even think about it. Like if you're a kid, obviously. You would just eat ice cream if you could.
Right.
So you don't even think about it. And then at one point you're like, what is the food doing? You know what I'm saying? The food is doing something. Everything energy. You eat is doing something.
Right.
And then you're like, it's not just energy, it's building you. Mm-hmm. The food you're eating builds you.
Yeah, you don't notice that until you're bodybuilding.
No. As you're growing.
As you're growing, yeah.
Like you were a little baby.
Yeah, I know.
We were all little babies.
I just knew to eat. I didn't know like specifically
what the food was doing.
Like, I didn't know to particularly eat. Drink hella milk, eat a lot of fucking meat. You know what I'm saying? Focus
on protein.
I didn't know this. I didn't know that. Exactly. I ate a lot of superficial shit.
Nobody does. That's the thing. Unless you have parents that have forced you to eat a particular way, right. And even then, you still don't know. You're just eating that way because the parents know.
Exactly.
But like I'm saying, as a kid, you start questioning. Not as a kid, but like as you get more mature,
as you get older,
then you start thinking about like what is the food doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's I guess when you become like more conscious of yourself. Like it's just self-awareness, basically.
Yeah, because you care. I guess you decide to care more.
Yes.
Because I was conscious, but I wasn't. I didn't give a shit at that point. I didn't give a shit to eat better, and then I realized, hey. If you fucking eat better shit, you'll probably have a better quality of fucking life. Just like how you're saying for your body. So it's kind of like, common sense.
Yeah.
But that didn't really occur to me.
But it's common sense at a certain level.
Right.
Yeah. That's just you're going up the levels of awareness.
Yeah.
Like you're going up and up and up.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, then I do this because of that, and then that because of this.
Yeah, it's like you start working out, you're seeing results, you're just like, okay, now I got to eat more, now I got to watch what I eat now.
Yes.
It's like, it's observation too. It's like this dude's trying to build mass, I'm trying to build mass. What's he eating? It's like ground beef and this and all that together.
Yeah.
So that sounds delicious. I'm going to fucking do that sometimes because obviously eating a fucking, chicken and rice and all that shit's cool. You can switch back to that, obviously, but I like it. Makes me feel good. Prepping all that food and mix. Sometimes it's a hassle. I'm just like, gosh darn it, why the fuck do I have to make this freaking protein mix? It's delicious as fuck. But like, I wish I could just snap my fingers, just like fucking Hogwarts, and have that shit made for me. But life's not like that, is it, motherfucker?
Not it.
Not unless,
Not it.
Not unless you find someone who's down to cook for you like that. Hey.
Oh, you could also get rich enough.
Yeah, or hire somebody. Yeah,
you have a personal chef.
That's true. I'm not there yet, though, folks.
Hell yeah.
We're not there yet. Maybe someday.
That's coming eventually, maybe.
Hell yeah.
Maybe.
Hell yeah.
Maybe.
Fuck yeah, Frank. All right, so how are we looking?
We're good.